Hi, you guys. Are you excited for the live tomorrow night with Thea from Your Moms Are Watching? Get ready. It's going to be good. It's 10:30 p.m. EST or 7:30 PST, Wednesday, the 26th of October, right after the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part 3 and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 3, episode 5, right? Because we have to stay on top of that one too. Although my views are under 5,000 on that video, so I'm not sure how many more I'm doing. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that the Patreons requested me do a New Jersey deep dump. Gossip dump? Definitely think it's not a deep dump. It's more of a gossip dump. It sounds like I'm going to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. Okay, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Also, you guys, I want you to know that I love the comments you leave. I'm not just saying that. I know everybody says that on YouTube, but I really read them, and you guys are so smart, and I'm so impressed, and it touches my heart whenever you write lovely things. It's like, it just makes me so happy, and I can't really get it across in all of the comments, but I just love you guys. I do. I want to say it. And I love the Patreons for caring enough to buy this video so you guys could get New Jersey tea for this week and last week. I tried to compile the best of it. I think people were like, God, is Dana paying attention to New Jersey at all? There's all this great stuff. And I was collecting it for this video. All right, ready? Let's get started. First, if you're not wanting to get any spoilers for next season, you can turn off now because I'm going to dump some. Right now, the rumors are that besides, of course, the New Jersey special that's coming out with Teresa and Louis Ruelas and their marriage, there is a lot of talk that the topic of this upcoming season is going to be related to Joe Gorga and I guess losing his parents' house. This is the rumor. Now, there is evidence to back up this rumor, and it has been in the Bravo gossip land for a very long time, like years, okay? But I guess finally it's going to be brought up on the show, and the rumor is it's going to be brought up by Gabriella, Teresa's daughter. So let me play some receipts now. Let's do it. All right, so in order to get into this story, let's start with Gia talking about her sister and what she's about to do on this season.
Sister Gabriella is very private.
Yeah.
But this season, you'll see, she finally spoke because she was like, nobody ever sees me speak my opinion on this show, and for me to actually speak it now will actually speak volumes because she doesn't usually speak on it. So I was really proud of her for doing that, but I mean, she did it.
Queen.
Now that we have that established, let's look at the legal document that was related to this alleged transaction with Joe Gorga and his parents. This is the back page of the alleged deed that allowed Joe to somehow get control over his mother and father's house. And as you can see, it has Frank Catania, and he's acting as the witness. Okay, and then you also have Teresa and Joe's mom and dad signing. So if you zoom in on this alleged deed that is signed by Teresa and Joe's mom and dad, it says for $256,000 this deed was made on June 19, 2003. Frank Catania's role in the deed was as witness. What makes a deed valid in New Jersey? In New Jersey, the deed must be in English, identify the seller, buyer, grantor, grantee, name the person that prepared the deed, state the consideration amount paid for the transfer, contain a legal description of the property, a survey, include the signature of the grantor, and be signed before notary. Transfers, leases, and other documents under deed will usually require an independent witness against each signature. The same person can witness multiple signatures, but the witness must be an adult and cannot be related to you or any other party in the transaction. By related, they mean a family member. So this is the order from the New Jersey Supreme Court about disbarring Frank Catania. It was decided on November 17, 2017. And it talks about how he was admitted to the state bar in 1991. And, well, let me read it to you. The Disciplinary Review Board, having filed with the court its decision in DRB 17056, recommending that Frank Catania Jr. of North Halidon, who was admitted to the bar of the state in 1991, be disbarred for the knowing misappropriation of client and escrow funds, conduct that violates RPC 1.15, a knowing misappropriation, RPC 8.4C, conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation, and the principles of in R.E. Wilson, 81, New Jersey. And it goes through many punishments. He's disbarred, effective immediately. His name is stricken from the roll of attorneys. He's permanently restrained and enjoined from practicing law. He's ordered that all funds, if any, currently exist in hereinafter deposited in any New Jersey financial institution maintained by Frank Catania Jr. He's restrained from disbursement except on application to the court, so now they're going to oversee him. And then it says, ordered that the entire record of this matter be made a permanent part of the respondent's file as an attorney at law of his state, and it is further ordered that respondents reimburse the Disciplinary Oversight Committee for appropriate administrative costs and actual expenses incurred in the prosecution of this matter. So pretty tough. And unfortunately, Frank wasn't in the California Bar Association area because, then he might have been able to take $500 million and still not be disbarred like Tom Girardi. But unfortunately, he was in New Jersey, and they're tough on attorneys taking client funds. Here's another document that Real Housewife of New Jersey source on Instagram found. I had never seen it before. I did verify that the law firm listed in the top left-hand corner is a legitimate New Jersey law firm, but I have no idea if the document is real or not. But in this document, there is a pending legal action being stated against Teresa and Joe's parents. And it's to foreclose on a mortgage loan. Because I'm missing the first page of the deed, the first document I showed you, I don't know if Frank Catania was acting in the deed transaction or just acting as a witness in the document, because I'm missing the first page. I never was sent it. If you guys have it, give it to me because that would be great. It's a missing piece. But let's assume that he wasn't. Then I suppose that deed would be legal because Frank Catania would be an independent witness to everyone who signed that deed. But if he also was the attorney, I'm not sure if he would be allowed to be a witness on that document based on the law I've read you already. So, I don't know if a lawyer is also allowed to be an independent witness. Don't know. So that's I'm still leaving that out there because I don't have the first page and I don't make assumptions. Because that makes an ass out of you and me, we used to say in production. Get it? Assumptions. So allegedly the plot point of the season is going to be this discussion of whether or not Joe caused his mom and dad to lose their house and whether or not they then had to go move in with Teresa and Joe, and then she had to take them in and take care of them. And that caused a major rift in Joe and Teresa's relationship pretty much forevermore. And they've never really been able to get through that situation because Teresa resents it so much because she sees it obviously as a betrayal to her parents and also a huge infringement on her life to have to take care of the parents in her home, which I'm sure she was happy to do, but not under those circumstances. So this is supposedly a big plot point coming out this season, and Teresa's daughter is supposed to drop it. Now, some more drama. And this drama was about whether or not Melissa, behind Teresa's back, tried to get on the show on New Jersey. What surprised me is I thought it was pretty known that Melissa for sure was trying to get on the show aggressively. And Teresa was not aware of it because she didn't want it, because she wasn't on great terms with Melissa. She didn't like Melissa, honestly. And so she was like, I don't want her on the show. And she also didn't want to get into fights with her family. So I thought this was pretty well known, but apparently it wasn't. And all these receipts came out and people got really excited to sort of confirm that story again. So I'm just going to share the receipts with you guys so you don't miss out.
What is your relationship like now with Melissa Gorga?
Carlos King.
You know, it's so funny. I never really had a relationship with her. I tried to. When I came back, I thought she was cute. And Teresa would be like, she's not cute. I guess she's cute. She'd go back and forth with it. And I'm like, I don't understand why you guys didn't get along, you know, originally. And I get the dirt from both ends. But to be honest with you, Melissa just blew me up in the first 2 seasons. Every day of filming, she wanted me to put her on the show. She needed me to put her on the show. She actually said, why don't you bring the crew and the cameras and come to our house, and Joey and I will film with you and we'll tell everybody about Teresa and Joe. And I'm like, I don't get involved in family business. And I'm not doing that now, but I can tell you now, and it was like the second season, I go, I'm nearing the end of the season. I'm going to leave. And when I leave...
Danielle goes on to say that when she leaves the show, she's going to make sure all the producers and Andy and everybody has Melissa's details and to contact her because she wants to do the show and she'd be a great addition. And Danielle advises her to tell them what she said to Danielle, that she's got all these great stories about Joe and Teresa, probably negative, but you get the drift. And so that's what Danielle finishes telling Carlos King. I guess Danielle Staub reached out to the very talented All About the Truth, she's lovely, and sent her this proof of her conversation from back in the day in 2010 with Melissa Gorga. Oh my goodness. Who keeps records like this? Only Danielle. For the people driving, it says, hi. It's dated January 18, 2010 at 9:38 p.m. Putting the kids to bed now. My husband is half asleep on the couch, so if you want to call me in about 15 minutes, that would be great because it will be a good time for me to talk. Call my house, and then she leaves a number. And then she says she's got some juice to spill, we're supposed to assume, about Teresa. Ooh, bitchy. Louis Ruelas chimed in. He said, I've been quiet long enough. It's saddening watching these truths continue to dismantle this family's structure to a point of no return. A decade of lies and false narratives against my wife. Thank you for shining the light on the truth at Carlos King, for setting the record straight and telling the truth. My wife was made to look like a liar for the past 10 years. Pound. Vindicated. Well, thank you, Louis Ruelas, for that commentary. It was so needed by you. Speaking of Louis Ruelas, did you guys know that this has been confirmed? Teresa Giudice has confirmed she didn't sign a prenuptial agreement before marrying second husband Louis Ruelas after being, quote, forced into one with her first husband, Joe. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star 50, who wed Louis 47 in August, cited true love as the reason behind her decision as she answered a fan's question on Tuesday's episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, recorded at Sunday BravoCon 2022. She said, no, true love, with Cohen 54, who had previously been aghast to hear Teresa say she wasn't interested in getting a prenup, showing his support, saying, all right, personal decision. We know that Louis Ruelas and Joe are going to beat the crap out of each other next season. And we know that cheating rumors are coming out about Melissa Gorga. That I've already covered. Go back on my New Jersey videos if you're just finding out about all that, okay? We know this is going to be a brutal season. They're going to the darkest of dark places. Can't wait. Okay, so that's the end of the video. One more reminder, but like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Happy Halloween. I want to drink your blood. This is what it looks like under the lives. If you want to hit the notify button, then when we go live, it'll like ping you so you guys don't forget.